Hey guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today is a very exciting video because I'm going to be switching up my planners for July. I will show you everything I'm using and how I'm organizing it all. I'm going to set it up with you guys. So if you'd like to see that, keep watching. So everybody loves a good setup video, right? A planner lineup setup video. They're my favorite to watch. So I thought I'd give you guys one and show you everything I'm doing to switch up my planners mid-year. Now, even if I wasn't switching them up, which some of them are kind of staying the same, even if I wasn't doing that, I always try to give it like a refresh in the middle of the year, just because it just makes me excited again about planning. And, if you're in like a little bit of a rut, it really helps to freshen up your planners. So let's get started. I guess the first I will do is this one. This is my journal. So right now I'm using the Yay Seasonal Planner, and this is a classic vertical, but I really liked the dividers and the cover and everything, but the pages were a lined layout, and I really didn't want that. So I switched it up and I Frankenplanned it to include pages from another planner. I think this was like from Wild Styled or something like that, because the pages were neutral. So here's what I'm going to do. If you saw my flip through of this pastel tie-dye planner, you know I really loved it. So I'm going to be using this. Now this starts in August. It is a 12-month planner that starts in August, goes through next July. So I am going to take some pages to put July in here. I'll get pages from another neutral planner. And this one's good because it's like really, really plain and neutral, and that's what I like. I don't love that there's this important down here, but this is my journal. I can work with that. I can switch it up to be like 3 things I'm grateful for, or the 3 best things of my week, or something like that. And it might end up being like actually a good thing. I don't like these discs. I'm not a fan of like the clear discs, and not the sparkly ones either necessarily. So I'm going to switch the discs up, and I'm going to use these new white metal discs that I just got. So these are available at thehappyplanner.com. These are brand new, and if you are interested in these, I will go check them out pretty quickly because they're going to sell out pretty fast. So I'm going to take these discs, put them on this planner, and then grab some July pages. Now I'm going to leave my old pages that I already filled out in this planner, and this is going to go on my shelf that I have for like already used planners. And then at the end of the year, what I'm going to do is get some expander discs, and I'm going to combine this one and this one together so that I will have a complete year by the end of the year. But I used to do that mid-year and then just keep all of it in one planner, but this year I switched that up, and I decided that it was just kind of unwieldy to have that many pages in my planner at one time. So I kind of like this idea of half the year in there and then put it aside and start the other half. I have this tool that I got from the Happy Planner. I forget what they call it, but this is for putting the discs on the planner. It actually makes it a lot easier. So I got this with a custom Happy Planner that the company sent to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And if you're new to like this type of thing, changing discs, it's really not that hard. It doesn't take that long. I always put it off because I am like, lazy sometimes, or procrastinator, I should say. And so I kind of put it off every time, but like once I do it, I realize that was so easy. It didn't take me long. And so it's not that much of a big deal. When you're doing it, when you're switching discs, I would suggest taking 1 month at a time. Because if you do any more than 1 month at a time, it really kind of is difficult, and it can like warp or like mess up the holes here. So 1 month is perfect. It snaps right in. And if you're doing this without this tool, I would suggest you putting the back cover on first. So I always did like the front and back cover, and then I would put the middle pages in. But with this, you kind of can do, both. So I can take it off here now. and then I can just put in the pages. So I'll speed this part up. Actually, I'm going to put this back on because it actually did help to stabilize it a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of forgot that I was only going to December. I just kept going, you guys. I was like a machine. So I'm going to put January, February, and March back on here. And then once I'm done this and I have these extra ones, I'm going to store this on the shelf with my extra pages that are like half planners. And I try to keep those separate. Sometimes they get mixed up, but I try to keep them separate. So let me just take this off. And sometimes I end up with like a bunch of loose pages. I have some of those right now because I just haven't gotten around to putting them into a planner yet. And usually that kind of stuff gets done for me like at the beginning of every year. Or even in September, sometimes I'll go through and like really organize all the planners and get all my pages together because I have like a lot of planners. And I also do all of those spreads for Patreon. So I have extra planners that I'm pulling pages out of all the time and it gets kind of confusing. So yeah. So look how good that looks on these discs. And I know it seems like it's like loose and there's not that many in here, but once I start decorating the pages, it does get thicker and it'll fill it up. So I am going to go ahead and get that the pages for July so that I can put those in. And I know that's going to take away probably some of this or this, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I realized that the best thing for me to do to make me happy in this planner to have pretty dividers and everything would be to grab the July page from 2022. Okay, the July divider. Now, this monthly part isn't right. And the reason I'm doing this is, you guys, like, I have a lot of planners, and let's be honest, by next July, I'm going to be in another planner. I know this. I always switch in January, and I switch in July, and I know it's a lot, but that's what I do. So, I'm going to take this divider, and I want to put it in here. Well, before August. But I need to put the other pages in, and I need to put a different monthly back. So I have this new Happy Planner, and I like this, but I'm not crazy about the dividers because I'm more of like a color girl, you know? So I'm going to take this divider and these pages for July, okay? And I'm going to just take them out of here, of this one. And I have a lot of planners because I make those custom patron spreads, so I need a lot of extra pages. So I'm definitely going to be using this planner for that, but I'm not going to be using it for like my main planner here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, first of all, is put these pages in here. Wait, not there. Yes, there. Sorry, sometimes the Frankenplanning thing can get honestly confusing. And even for me, like, I get really confused about it. So I'm going to put that there. So now we're going to take some Tombow mono adhesive tape. I wish I remember the jingle that I made up a while ago. And we're going to, well, actually, maybe let's just do that. I don't know what, see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes my brain doesn't work like this. Like, I don't know what it is, but like spatial things and like any kind of like switching around and like combining, like somehow my brain has a problem with it. And I don't know why, but that's how it is. So there's a fact you didn't know about me. Maybe you knew. Okay, so this is what the August currently page is going to look like. And they're all going to be different after that, you see, but it doesn't really matter. And I actually like this one better anyway. So now we're back to this. Okay, I don't want this divider because I don't like it. I like this divider better. And I know it's silly. It's just a divider. It's not a big deal. But since I'm setting up my new planner, I want it to look like super cute. Actually, what I should do is put this here so that we have these. I don't think I'm going to be using these. but we'll have them there anyway. Okay, and I'll grab a July currently page from the other planner or another planner in general, so then we'll figure that out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is put this here, and we're going to glue it to this one, so there's two together. But first I'm going to cut this July off because I really don't need two tabs for July, you know, so we'll cut that off. I hope you're following me. And now we are going to do this, put this on, and then we're going to take that same mono adhesive tape that I just had, and we're going to put this on the back of here. I do this kind of thing all the time, but sometimes it's hard for my brain to wrap my head around it, you know, for whatever reason. Okay, so we're gonna put that here and just stick that down. Okay, so now we have a divider that looks like I want it to look, and then we turn the page and it's the right calendar. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now this still says August, so let me pause and grab a July. Okay, so I pulled that out of the same planner. Now I could have just left this as August if I wanted to, and I could just like cover that up. But like I said, since I'm like setting it all up and I'm getting it all ready, I kind of want it to be the way I want it. So I'm gonna, and it would help if I didn't run out of Tombow adhesive in the middle of a video. So hopefully I have more. I think I do. Here's one. Usually I order it when I get down to putting in my last one is when I'll order my new ones. I use a lot of this stuff. I like it. In case you're wondering how to change this, you just do this. You throw this part away. You put the new one on. It just pops on real easily. And you're good to go. Okay. My only complaint about this tape is that sometimes when I'm doing it, it's not intuitive enough. I don't know why. I know there's a little bump on the top, but sometimes I do this and it's not right. But that could just be me, I think. All right. So we'll flop this down. And when you're doing this, the best way is just kind of meet it here the best you can and just drop it and then push it down. So now we have our year at a glance pages, if I ever need them for anything, and then we turn the page and we have July, okay? So this is all set up, and this is gonna go until the end of the year, December, and that's when I'll be switching planners anyway. So let me just put my name in here. So let me see, what can we do here? I'm gonna just use a gray mild liner, and then I'm gonna trace it. And I'm just doing like basic letters. I'm doing gray because it kind of matches, you know. I'm doing like kindergarten letters here, you guys. Mary, Ellen. Super basic, super easy. And then I'm just going to take a, whatchamacallit, a Muji 0.38 pen, and I'm just going to trace around it. Just to make it look kind of cute. I mean, look, your name doesn't have to be perfect. Let's be honest. Do you ever really look at your name page anyway? Think about that. How often do you look at your name page? You really don't. When you open your planner, you're opening it to a specific week or a specific month. You're really not ever looking at the beginning of your planner anyway. And no one else is looking at your planner, at least probably not. So does it really matter what your name looks like? Don't get stuck on that, you guys. It's no big deal. It's just fun. You could even switch up your name and do like, this planner belongs to, you know, make up a nickname. Sexy Beast, you know, make your own stuff up. All right, so there's my name page. So this planner's set. This is my classic journal for July through December. Okay, so now let's move on, I guess, to my work planner. So for my work planner, I am currently using a dashboard layout. This is a classic dashboard layout. I just grabbed this cover from an old planner. And the reason I sometimes will use old covers is because when I take pictures, sometimes like the back of these are like, you know, really noticeable in the photos. Okay, this one didn't bother me so much, but once in a while, like I'll really like the cover, but then it has like a real strong color here or like pattern. And then when I take pictures of my planner, it doesn't look as good. So I kind of like to make sure that that's sort of pretty much okay. Actually, I didn't even look at the tie-dye one. Oh, it's really neutral. Okay. So that's why I switched this up. I guess I was using something with like a real patterned background, but I kind of like this cover anyway. So I use a dashboard and I will show you. Okay, so this is the dashboard layout that I've been using. It's been working well. However, I find that I need extra pages, and I didn't have they didn't have like a new monthly classic for January, but they have one now. So I'm going to combine the dashboard layout because it's still working for me with the new with the new monthly layout as well. And I will show you that. So I pulled these pages from this dashboard planner, and it looks like this. Okay. I don't love that there's color on every page, and I wish I had a more neutral one, but I'm not going to go out and buy one because I'm just going to use what I have. So here's the monthly layout planner that I have. This is cute in itself, don't you think? So I'm going to add these pages to it. So typically I use my currently page for my income, but I'm finding that I'm running out of room for like income and expenses. So I'm going to use these 2 pages every month for income and expenses. And then I don't know that I'm going to use the daily task page, but there are also a couple of like pages like this that I like to have every month because I have like team meetings for Archer and Olive and for Happy Planner. And I just would like to have like a place to jot down notes, right? Or even like for Patreon and stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this stuff in here. And it's going to be there for me when I need to reference it, because I will need to reference it. There's like stuff in the beginning. There's all sorts of stuff here that I need to keep track of. So especially like income and stuff like that. So that's all going to stay in this book. And this one got really thick for just being was this just 6 months? Yeah, it got real thick because I add like a bunch of stuff. Like this is a really functional planner for me. So I'm going to make a whole new planner this time and leave this stuff in here. So I could use these, but I don't really like the discs. Actually, I really like the discs, but they don't like go with most spreads. And that would kind of bug me. I kind of like to do sort of neutral discs or ones that I'm really, really like a color of. So I'm going to take this minimalist deluxe cover because I really like it. It feels good. I haven't used it yet, really. I'm going to use some black metal discs for this. I think actually the black will look kind of cool against this. And black discs go with everything, so I won't really have a problem if I want to like take photos and stuff in the same planner. So I forgot I'm using these for the next one I'm talking about. It gets, like I said, it gets confusing. Like when you have like different discs, different covers, you got pages for multiple planners, it gets like crazy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the last couple months out of this because, I mean, not the last couple months. I'm going to take July out of this planner because I have all of July here. And I'm still going to use these dividers because I really like them. I think they're so pretty. So I'm still going to use those. Okay. I'm going to take this again and I'm going to put these discs on it. I do like metal discs. Just saying, I like them better than plastic. Okay, so let me put the cover on this. Now, if you have this cover, you could flip it around and use the front just plain, but I kind of like the quote. It's not bad. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start putting on my months. Actually, wait. We're going to combine that with this one, so I have to think about this for a second. Let me just look. Okay, so I like these months because they're neutral better than these months. So how are we going to deal with that? Well, I don't really want to put... Maybe I'll just stick with the months that are in here. Because then I'd have to combine all of the dividers. And I don't really want to do that because I kind of also want to keep these dividers in case I want to take pictures of them because they're so cute. Look at these. So I don't really want to cover these up. Look at those. I mean, come on. Super cute. So I think I am going to just live with this. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit of color. And mainly my monthlies are really functional anyway, like super functional. So I don't necessarily need to like make that pretty. I don't think I've ever decorated one of these actually. This is what they look like typically. So you can see I use the heck out of them. So I don't really care. So I'm going to keep these monthlies, but so I'll show you. I'll do the first one just to show you and then I'll probably speed up the rest. So let's take a look at this. So we have this part of July and then we have this, okay? Now, the problem we always have when we're Frankenplanning is, you know, where are we going to put these monthly pages, this monthly page? Like, how are we going to do that? There are several things you can do because the problem is I flip this page and this is immediately on the back. And that's like an issue. So let's put these pages in first and think about it. Okay, so what I think I will do, since I really can't put it here, and I'd rather have it in the beginning of the month, but it is what it is, and I don't want to double up on dividers or waste those other dividers. So I'm going to put it at the end of the month, and I know that's going to cover up the currently page because on the back is this part, but we'll take care of that. I don't particularly like that currently page anyway. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab these two pages, and I don't necessarily need these. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to take the two pages in the back, and one of them has the August currently page on it. So I'm going to pull those out as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. And it's going to be, you know, the end of the month rather than the beginning of the month, but, you know, oh well. And then I'm going to take these, put these here. And actually, maybe to start with, maybe I will leave these as is, because either way it's going to be the same thickness if I glue these together or not. And I might find that I need a couple of extra pages. And if I don't after the first month, then I will glue the next months together. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to just try that out. But I am going to take this and combine them together. So again, with the Tombow Mono adhesive. And we have, I'm just going to drop that down. And then we'll combine that. That one kind of went a little messed up. But okay, so now what we have is July, like the regular month, like before. And then at the end, we have those added pages, and that's going to be my income and expenses and maybe some other stuff. I don't know yet. And then we have these, and then it goes right into the August currently page. Okay, so I'm going to do that for every month until December, and then I'll come back and show you the result. Okay, so I finished that. So now this is my new work planner. So I have this, and it goes like this, and I already showed this to you, but then you have the notes at the end, and then it goes into August, and then we continue on. So I really like this setup. I'm going to now take some pages out of the front of this planner because some of it's like reference pages for Patreon and stuff. So I'm just going to check this out. Well, first I'm going to pull this off so that I have this here. I always try to have one of these in every planner, but it doesn't always work out because I kind of like lose them. Actually, I don't need this one there then. Oh, this says ideas. Okay, this is actually this is actually for a purpose. Okay. But a lot of times I just do like ideas on my phone and stuff, in my notes on my phone. So I do kind of like a combo. So, excuse me. Ideas, we'll throw some paper in there. I think I took some out before that I was working on stuff. Patreon, and then I have my budget section, and this is where I have my yearly income page that I have it like broken out into each month and like how much I made in each month so that I can see at the end of the year like the like how the months went. Like I'll show you this part of it. So that's what it looks like, and then I keep track of like every month I'll write it in. So I'm going to put that there. And then I have last year's that I keep in there as well. And then a couple of extra pages. Okay, I think that's all we need in the front. So we are finished with this. And there we have it. My work planner for the rest of the year. All right, now we are going to do my catch-all. Okay, so this is what I use for my big vertical, which is like my catch-all planner. I have an old cover here. It's even dirty. Look at this. It's horrible. But the reason I do is because I have this kind of like neutral sides, like I said, for taking photos. So that's why I used this cover. I'm going to leave the pages, the 6 months of pages in here, just like I did with that other one. I feel like it's good to kind of keep it together. And I could take them out and put them in a separate one and all that, but I don't want to deal with that. So what I did for this one this year is like in the beginning of the year is I took pages from the big watercolor vertical because that was the most neutral one I could find. And that's why the numbers are a little bit different. And I combined it with pages from dividers and stuff from that big plant planner. And I actually really like that. And I like the currently pages on there. So I was using those as well. So I am going to continue to do that same combo of like these dividers, these currently pages, these monthly pages, but then putting together a couple of pages and then starting another planner because this one is a dashboard layout. So here is that planner, the plant planner, and it's a dashboard layout, and I don't want to use a dashboard layout. Now, this came with these yellow discs, and I'm going to do something really crazy, and I'm going to use the yellow discs for the rest of the year. I've never done like such a color like that, but I'm going to do it because I think it's super fun. And sometimes like I will take pages out and put them in other planners to take pictures anyway. Most of the time I do that. So I think it's going to be fun, and maybe I'll try to match my spreads. I think Heather Kell did that once. She had like yellow discs for a whole year, and she tried to like use yellow in every spread. Maybe I'll try to like kind of coordinate it, but if I don't, I don't, and it's not a big deal. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take, since these pages are already in here, these are like the old ones from last year. So I'm going to take some of these out and put them aside. Hopefully I'll remember to return them to another planner at some point. But no promises there. Okay, so it's the start of July here. Where's the... Oh wait, maybe I have the July divider in here already. Let me see. I do. Okay. So here's the July divider and the July currently page. So I'm going to keep those in there. And then I have it looks like half of a July monthly. It looks like half of a July monthly. So maybe the other half is over here. I don't know. What happened to it? Oh no. Oh wait. Okay, here it is. So this starts July. Okay. We got it. So I'm going to take the other half of this. Oh wait, I'm not putting it in here. I'm taking these out. Going crazy. And I haven't written in this yet because I'm filming this on Monday and haven't written it yet this week. Okay. So first let's put a cover on this actually so that it's a little bit easier. It's a little too loose right now. So I'm not going to use that cover like that, but I think what I decided is I'm going to take, because it's hard to match the yellow. The plant cover that came on this planner, I actually gave to one of my patrons because they needed, like theirs came with the wrong cover or something and I sent it to her. I kind of wish I had that now, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is take the same cover, but I'm going to flip it around. And I'm going to use this side. And I might change it up, you know, later, but I thought maybe what I'll do is use this side, and then maybe what I'll do is decorate it like with the year, like maybe put stickers on for the year and maybe some other stickers here. I might do that. All right, so apparently I did not start the camera or the phone shut off or something went wonky. But what I decided with this cover is I'm just going to go ahead and like decorate the inside and put like, I'm going to turn it into like a plant planner and make like, I don't know, put plant stickers on or something. So the whole thing's going to be plant themed. So I think it's going to be pretty cool by the end of the year. And all I did here, I'll actually show you again because I showed you and I thought the camera was on. So I did it up to August, but I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm taking pages from this planner. And I love this one because it's like really neutral and I like it better than the numbers in the other one that I was using. So I'm going to do this one. And this is a new planner as well. It starts in July. I think it's like the black and white one. I forget what it's exactly called, but so what I'm doing here is I'm having like these plant dividers because I really love them. And then it's going into the monthly for August. But then it has the dashboard pages. So what I'm doing is swapping them out for these. So I'm going to take this second half of the month because it has this first August 2nd on the back. So I need that. So I'm going to grab all of these all the way up to September currently page. And I'm going to put them in this planner. And then what I'm going to do is take my adhesive again and put it here. Okay, put that there. And then we're going to go to the end of August. And we have this September currently page that's nice, but I don't want this one. I want the new one. So I'm going to take this and pull these pages out. And then glue this one to here. Now what we have then is essentially just a plant planner, but it's going to have neutral vertical pages in it, instead of the dashboard layout pages that were in here before. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do all this, speed it up, and I'll be back. All right, so I said I was gonna add the year and like stickers on the outside to make it look kind of pretty. Actually, I don't know if I said that when I thought my camera was on or not, but I'm gonna decorate this up and I'm gonna decorate the inside as well. But I think I might do that in a separate video. We'll see. But here it is, my plant planner, and it's all cute and ready to go for the rest of my year. Okay, I have one more planner to show you. I know I've only been using 3 planners this year so far, those 3, but I decided to use a different one. So I'm going to create a daily planner. And the reason I'm doing that is I've been using daily sheets a lot this year, and I've been doing like brain dump lists and stuff, especially for work, because the dashboard layout is good, but it doesn't give me enough room to really to write out like my day, you know, everything I have to do for my day. So I have these daily sheets here. These were like I believe part of like the Wild Styled Be Happy box, the Stay Wild Be Happy box. And I have this custom cover that the Happy Planner sent to me a while back, and I think it's just really pretty. So I'm going to use it again, and I'm going to combine these together with these, and I'm just going to have a bunch of daily sheets, you know, just ready to go. So I know that in the beginning of the year, I made a video saying that I was going to be trying a couple of different daily planners, and I did. So I tried the Plum Paper Daily Planner, and I also tried the Kit Life Daily Planner. Those are really good daily planners. Don't get me wrong. I liked them both, but I couldn't get the hang of it. And I think the reason is I couldn't take the pages out. I think that's what it came down to, is I'm so used to the Happy Planner now and taking pages out of a planner that I don't like it when I can't. So instead, I've pretty much been using daily sheets and just filler paper for brain dumps and stuff. So I thought it made sense, honestly, to just make myself a daily planner, which is what you guys told me to do in the beginning of the year, and I didn't listen to you. So so you were right. I should have made my own daily planner, and that's what I decided to do, so that it's all in one spot, because what I've been doing is kind of using these daily sheets and then sort of tossing them, but I would like to have it all together so I can sort of see what I did at different times, you know, and in case I write down anything important that I want to remember, at least I'll have it. And whether I put too many here, and whether or not I keep them for like, you know, next year or whatever, I probably won't, but at least I'll have a reference for, you know, when I need to look stuff up. So that's what I'm doing. So now I have 4 planners. I don't know if this is really counted, if I can really count this as an actual planner. I mean, I guess I can. It is a daily planner, so it is one. But I don't think I'm going to decorate it. I think maybe once in a while I will. I did a video where I decorated 10 of these daily sheets, and that was fun to do. So maybe I will do that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a video on decorating daily sheets, because I could certainly do that. It would make it more fun to write in, so maybe I will do that. Okay, so this one was easy. It's just a bunch of daily sheets. We don't have to like do any dividers for months or anything, because I'm just going to put the date on them as I go. And there we go. So that's my little daily planner. So I will show you all the planners. I'm finally finished. This was a very long video, at least for me. I don't know if it was for you, but it was for me. Setting up is always like really fun, but it's also always like time consuming, and it makes a big mess all over my room. So here we have my 4 planners for July through December. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on anything I did or anything like that. And I guess I will see you in my next video. Take care and happy July. Bye.